Hey, it's Joe here,
And Dalton.
and we're doing a video for the presentation in
Freudian slips.
Freudian slips for
Important topics.
psychology.
Yes.
So we're going to start out with a cool definition, and a Freudian slip is an unintentional error regarded as revealing subconscious feelings by Freud, although there's many skeptics. It is also called parapraxis by some people.
It's basically when you're trying to say one thing, but you end up saying another.
Whoa, drop mic, man. It is named after Sigmund Freud, who analyzed and described a large number of errors and slips in his book, The Psychopathology of Everyday Life, which does not sound like a very fun read, but very, it's regarded highly in the psych world, I guess. Freud's psychoanalysis is often lengthy and very complex. His interpretations are broad and somewhat open-ended. That's why there's a lot of skeptics, because it's just like, it can just be applied to literally anything. You know, if you just slip up and say something wrong, it will reveal something terrible about you, but it doesn't necessarily. And as I just said, there are many skeptics of Freud's theories. They claim that most of these slips are just simple errors with little to no connection to the person's subconscious mind or anything of that nature. Yeah. Anyway.
I have a question for you, Joe. What is your opinion on Freudian slips? Do you think it's connected to this unconscious mind?
It depends on the Freudian slip. So I don't know, man. There's some weird stuff.
Fair enough.
I think most of the case, it's just somebody slipping up. One famous example or type of Freudian slip are spoonerisms, which are,
That's a funny name.
this named after Reverend William A. Spooner, which is quite a name in itself as well. It is when the initial sounds in two words are switched, like saying runnerisms Spock instead of spoonerisms rock, which, that happens often. It happens very often.
And that's also why it's so debatable if it's actually connected to your unconscious mind or if it's just a slip of the tongue, because something silly like that could just be you stumbling over your words.
Now there's the bell. Oh, now we have some famous examples.
All right. So for this one, it's by George H.W. Bush. He's talking about when he was vice president for Reagan, right?
Yeah, he was, yeah.
Yeah, okay. He said, we've had triumphs, we've made some mistakes, we've had some sex. He meant setbacks.
Yeah, he corrected himself, but it did not go over well with the masses that heard him, obviously.
All right, another one is by Britney Spears, the Britney Spears. All right, she said, what's up, London, in Manchester, which is 200 miles away.
If anybody knows anything about England, I doubt that people living in rival cities such as that would be extremely happy about that. It's not something that would make you happy.
So it sounds like she clearly didn't know what she was talking about, and might have made a few people angry.
Yep, it's England though. It's all the same.
Yeah, it's all the same. They're always angry. George W. Bush.
W.
And he said, is our children learning at a rally about education?
Yeah, he was talking about education, and he said, is our children learning? Which also did not go over well. It's not a very good thing for the George Bush family. Most of them are not very good at that.
The next one is by Barack Obama, the man, the myth, the legend.
Mhm.
He said, talking about World War II, he's said Polish death camps, which I don't think there was Polish death camps.
No, he said that though, and he meant Nazi death camps or German death camps, anything of that nature when talking about concentration camps. But he said Polish, which made a lot of Polish people very, very angry, as you can imagine.
I would be a little bit upset too.
You know,
All right, then our last one is by Ronald Reagan. He said, facts are stupid things instead of facts are stubborn things.
yeah, he got a lot of flack for that, obviously. And that was a fun presentation.
About Freudian stereotypes.
So now, since we've had our requisite time and we've had a ball, we're gonna have to close it off and end it. Too bad, you know? Too bad, world.